What's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. I hope this video finds you all doing well. Today I am super excited because I have unlocked the miner on my free-to-play account. I am really excited because it's the first good legendary card I have, guys. Oh, I feel the pain of the free-to-play players on this account. My other two legendary cards are Ice Wizard and Sparky. I mean, granted, I've gotten 2 Sparkies, which is nice to have a level 2 legendary, but, you know, what's going on here? Ice Wiz and Sparky, after like 6 months on this account, it's pretty brutal, albeit I don't play the account that often. Anyway, I want to play this kind of variation on the B-Rad, the tag deck, the 2.9 miner cycle deck. It's really the fastest deck right now that's viable in the current meta, both on ladder and in challenges. It's a great deck. I really am a big fan of it, and I want to talk before we get into some live matches about the substitutions that I made on this deck, because obviously I don't have Ewiz and I don't have Log. So I subbed in the Archers for Ewiz and I subbed in the Zap for the Log. Well, the Zap is pretty obvious sub. It's not bad having Zap and Poison in the same deck. They actually synergize pretty well for the 2 spells that we're going to have here. I noticed some people just, you know, a big mistake that people make sometimes is they see a deck on YouTube, they see a deck on Twitch, on a champion tournament, whatever, and they say, okay, I want to use that, but they just have like stock cards that they replace legendary cards or cards that they have under-leveled with, and sometimes it really depends on the utility of the card in the specific deck rather than just the card itself. Now, what the heck am I talking about? Basically, in this deck, a lot of people probably would have subbed in the Musketeer for the Archers, thinking that the Musketeer would be the most natural sub for the Ewiz, but you need to think about the overall utility of the card and what purpose it was serving in that deck. So that's why we're putting in Archers here. Archers are going to make this deck cycle just a little bit faster. It takes us down to 2.8 from 2.9. Archers are going to give us a great split play option in the back of our King Tower to start off a match, or in the middle of the match if we don't know what to do. It's a good neutral decision to make. And most importantly, we already have Inferno Tower in this deck. If we didn't have Inferno Tower, say we had Cannon or something, Musketeer would be a better substitution, because Musketeer would be able to help stop against Giant, against Lava Hound, against Golem, against essentially Beatdown, because we need a good, strong point defensive option. We don't need that in this deck because we have the Inferno Tower. So let's go ahead and actually play some live matches here on my free-to-play account using this deck. And this is just going to be a fun kind of let's play video. We'll talk about strategy, of course, as we go along. But if you want a full guide to this deck, or the Ewiz version at least, I will link you to the video that I did with Tag talking about it. So no great opening play here. We're going to see what he does. We're going to go ahead and, oh boy, this is going to be tough for us. We don't have, oh, thank God. Thank God we were able to kill that Goblin Barrel. Otherwise, we'd have to cycle to Archers in Skeletons to stop that push. That was a very aggressive opening play, and it worked out on his part here. We're going to use Skeletons to defend. He's being very aggressive, so we're going to be aggressive in return. We're going to do something that we should never do, and that is using the predictive poison in the first 2 minutes, not even knowing what he had. Of course, it worked out there. The only reason I did that, guys, is because I knew that he was way too aggressive on defense to open up this match, and here he is being very aggressive again. We're going to stop him in his tracks here. We'll use Zap, and of course we burn that Zap. I was just getting a little bit worried about those barbarians hitting my tower, so that was a misplay on my part. Look at this guy. He is so aggressive. It's crazy. Another Goblin Barrel, and he's getting a lot of damage onto my tower, but look at that. Instead of defending against my Knight and my Archer, he opted to go super, super aggressive, and it allowed me to actually take the lead in damage on towers. So we're just going to use our Skeletons to pull back these barbarians, and the Archers should be able to take care of business here. So this is actually, Zapbait is one of the decks that this deck is kind of weak against. So we're going to go ahead and play the Miner and hopefully get those Archers to the tower. Of course we don't. We're ready for the Goblin Barrel. This is not a mirrored Goblin Barrel, so we'll be able to one-shot them. Meanwhile, our Miner is getting a lot of chip damage down on the other end there. So let's see what he does here. Is he going to play Barbarians? What is he going to play against my Knight? I'm tempted to play my Archers, but I'm not going to, because I know he's so aggressive that I just don't want to All right, let's play the miner, no poison. We'll use poison. Oh my god. I was going to say we'll use... Okay, he has arrows in rotation, so this is interesting. We'll play... That's a juke barrel, but we saw that coming a mile away. Oh my god, he cloned it too. This is an interesting deck that he's playing. Meanwhile, we actually took that left tower, so this guy is playing like a really interesting off-meta deck, so maybe we'll not really say that it was that difficult. He might... I think that was already... We're not going to play the poison again. Now, with this deck, guys, one thing about it, obviously, you guys probably already know, is you don't want to necessarily be playing your poison most of the time until double elixir time, okay? That's really important about this deck. Minor poison, like I did early on in this match, is going to be a mostly for double elixir maneuver, in the words of Tag, that you're going to be using, right? It's not going to be something that the minor poison you're going to be busting out really early in these matches. Minor poison is a very deadly combination, but you want to make sure you know what counters they have to your minor, and you want to make sure you kind of get a sense for their card rotation before you make such an aggressive play. It can leave you very vulnerable for being punished on defense if you make it early on, not knowing what's in their hand. Very important to realize that. So let's go ahead and play again here. Good luck. Level 10. Let's see how we do. Of course, hate being under-leveled, but it's the case more often than not right now, especially in these arenas where the skill gap is rather large. I don't have a great answer for that wizard, so I'm forced to play my miner on defense to cycle to my knight, and then, unfortunately, that wizard does get on top of my tower, does target, excuse me, my tower. Bad knight placement by me there. So at a very early deficit, unfortunately, I didn't have my hard counter to hog in hand, the Inferno Tower, so we'll just do the best we can here, guys. We should be able to... A level 11? Level 11 knight. That hurts, guys. That really hurts. We'll start off by putting the miner right over here. I don't think he has Tornado in this deck. We'll hover the poison. We're not going to use it, though. Instead, we're going to use the Inferno Tower, take down this baby dragon. Then we're going to use the skeletons way off on the other side to make sure we protect the Inferno Tower. Also, we'll use our Ice Spirit here against this hog. He's going really, really aggressively. We're going to do the same on the return here. We're not going to use Miner. We're actually going to use Archers instead, and we're going to be ready with the Skeletons. They should be... Oh, no Skeletons. Instead, Minion Horde. That's okay. We'll take down that Minion Horde, and we have a big Elixir lead here, so we're going to keep the pressure on with a Miner and Skeletons. So probably use Skeletons on my Skeletons. And but we'll keep the chip damage coming. We'll force him to use the level 11 ice fire spirits as well. So other than that first push, he hasn't got a lot of damage on us. But look at this. This is going to be trouble here if he comes in with a hog right this second. We need enough elixir for this Inferno Tower. Now we have it, so we're in the safe zone again. But I think that he should have pressured me with the hog there. This is going to be a difficult match here. Level 8 hog, level 6 prince. We're going to play the archers there. We just need to get this Inferno Tower and buy it time to kill the... So that's why we cycled so fast there. Again, we're going to cycle to knight here. He's trying to... Oh my god, how was I late there? I was going to say he... man, this is tough. All right. Inferno Tower, he's going to come at me with everything here, so I'm going to waste those skeletons there to stop his charge, and again, we'll protect our Inferno Tower. The problem is we're not getting a ton of damage down off his tower here. A very bad hog by him. Hopefully that will benefit from that, and we'll just miner poison again. Unfortunately, with our card levels here, guys, we're just not winning the race. So we're doing a pretty good job stopping everything, but enough damage is kind of bleeding through that it's not looking good for us. And again, he's able to cycle to that hog. He's going to take it here, unfortunately, guys. But there's not much you can do, unfortunately, against those card levels. Well played. Just happens, right? All right, so let's get into another match here. Hopefully, walk out with a win. This deck is actually pretty good against over-leveled cards, but when you're going against a level 6 Prince and a level 8 Hog Rider, it can be pretty tricky. So let's see if we do better in this matchup. in that matchup, there's really nothing that I could have done super better. Bad starting hand, not making excuses here. You guys know that if I make any mistakes, I'm definitely one to point them out. But a bad starting hand mixed with the level disadvantage was very tricky to overcome. But we'll see if we do better here. I think if we had Inferno Tower in our starting hand, we could have probably done a little bit better there. But we'll see what we do here. So he doesn't back up with the Valkyrie with anything, but because of that Inferno Tower placement, not the best one, to be honest, we're actually at a disadvantage here. So what we're going to do is just cycle here in the back. You know what? Let's send in the miner. And this is going to be great here. We're going to kill everything here with that miner because we're going to use the poison as well. And we're going to stop that push kind of before it starts, rather. We're going to stop that push before it stops. Yeah, way to go, dude. All right. So we didn't get a lot of damage there, but we know what he has. Oh, boy. Oh, Elite Barbarians, you're everywhere. They are really everywhere, guys. But a level 10 Elite Barbarians, not a problem with this deck. This deck is actually really good against Elite Barbarians. He might play the Bomber here. It would be a good play if he did. I'm hoping he plays it in the back. Oh, the Valkyrie's even in better play. He's probably going to play a Hog here. We're going to play a very nice defensive Inferno Tower. Make sure we play it a little bit more to the right to lure in that Valkyrie. And he'll probably send in the Hog and the Elite Barbarians, maybe. This could be a really big and lucrative push for him. We're going to play an Ice Spear over here, and we're going to play a Knight over here. Oh, my gosh. I thought for sure he's going to come at me hard there. And he made me use my Knight. It was a good kind of a juke play on his part. So now this is going to be a really big push, and this could be trouble. But we have the Zap ready. I'd rather just Zap now. Make sure he can't get to that, and we'll play the Inferno Tower. We wasted the Inferno Tower there, but it's okay. He has Elite Barbarians in hand, and I know he's not afraid to use them. Really two bad Inferno Tower plays here by yours truly. So we do the Minor Poison. We are in the last minute there, and that's exactly what we want to see, guys. We get a lot of damage off those Elite Barbarians. We'll play the Knight close to the bridge. That way he can distract that Bomber, and things are looking pretty fine here. He's probably going to come at me with a Hog Rider here, so I'm going to have my Inferno Tower ready again. I already cycled back to it. Okay. This is fine. So the beauty of the Ice Spirit and having the... we're not even going to play anything with that miner there. All right, he's going to come at me heavy here. Let's be ready for it. Oh, wow. He had the predictive zap that didn't work out at all for him. And we're going to miner poison again. Now it's time to really lay it on thick, guys. Maybe I even could have poisoned on that last push. I really need 2 minor poison pushes left in me to take down his right tower. I already have Inferno Tower back in hand. So this is going to be really good to defend with. There it is. And then we have Minor Poison back in hand as well. So we're going to send that in. Hopefully, I was going to say hopefully. All right, Poison right there in the center. Let's get something going. We're going to zap as well, just buying more chip time because we need to cycle back to get 1 more poison in, guys. I think we have this, though, at this point. Send in Miner. Always making sure. I'm playing rather aggressive here, but I know I have this in the bag. I just have to go ahead and poison, and we have it. So that was much better there. Well played against overleveled Elite Barbarians, and I know that's a constant problem that plagues a lot of us here in this arena levels. Let's go ahead and play another match or two, guys. It's, what, only like 13 minutes so far. We'll play another match. Let's see how we do here against another level 10. So the key things here is don't overcommit on offense early on. Oop, like as he's doing here. That's actually not a bad play by him because a starting play going aggressive just to see how I respond. You can see I don't have a lot of elixir left, so I'm just going to let this push die. We talked about that, guys. Don't go super aggressive early on. Me personally, I would much rather be a little bit more defensive, even though it's a cycle deck, until I identify what the cards are in my opponent's deck. So we'll send in a solo miner just to get a little bit of chip damage. See what he has. Oh, guess what, guys? More Elite Barbarian. Surprise, surprise. We're going to get some poison value here. The only reason I went super aggressive with that poison is because I have Knights and Skeletons in hand. This is actually going to be hard to stop here. This guy looks a little bit more prepared with this deck than my previous opponent. We will kill that Elite Barbarian, but the Hog does get 2 or 3 swings off on me. That was no good. So let's see. Good zap, too. Good zap. This guy is causing me issues already, but it's not over yet. This is definitely one of those don't give up decks. So with Hog and Elite Barbarians, we're going to have to be ready here. I'm going to send in another miner. Same location. Should definitely diversify my miner location, but he wasn't able to predict it. This time we're not going to make the same mistake. We're going to put the Inferno Tower down. We're going to go ahead and play the skeletons on the left. Make sure we don't give him great zap value, and we'll see what he does here. All right, good. So that Elite Barb won't even get one hit off, which is good. And now we know he has Hog, and we know he doesn't have his favorite counter, which is the Elite Barbarians. But what does he have? He has a Wizard. Okay, we'll take that. We'll get like 3 or 4 hits with the miner there, and we'll almost kill that Wizard there. Oh, we will kill the Wizard. Awesome. So we have Inferno Tower back in hand, so we're going to use it right now. And see, things are all of a sudden looking a little bit up for us. But we know he has the Elite Barbs back in hand, so we're going to be ready here with Poison for sure. Make sure we get that Wizard. We do. So Wizard is down. I'm 1 card away from the Inferno Tower again, which is important. That's why we cycled the Ice Spirit there. And let's see what he's got. We're going to have to play Archers over here. We need to be a little bit more aggressive than we've been so far, but I don't want to be super aggressive because I don't want him to burn me on the other end. Here it comes. We are going to zap. We are going to poison. The Archers get to the tower, guys. The Archers get to the tower. Yes. Yes, we got it, guys. Oh, we don't got it. We don't got it, guys. Oh, man, I even placed the defensive Inferno Tower. Way to go, Ash. Way to go. You showed him. Oh, man, that was awful, guys. I'm sorry. That was embarrassing. We got it, guys. We got it. Okay, way to go. All right, cool. So here we go. Let's see how we do here. At least we'll hopefully play for a draw. At the very least, we're going to be pretty aggressive with our poison here. He has Archers down. We're going to actually play a Knight right in the center there to tank for our Archers and take down that Wizard. That was good, but with only 29 seconds left, there's just no way. We're being really aggressive here. He's having a tough time keeping up with me, but I know he has Elite Barbarians and the Hog in the cycle, so we're not going to be able to keep going full throttle offensively. We're just going to have to end up playing for the tie here, unfortunately. Oh, that pre-celebration by yours truly was really embarrassing, but hey, I still think it's a pretty solid comeback. If you ask me, he goes ahead and throws in a rocket, and that's going to do it. Well played. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun bringing it to you. So we went 2-1-1. Could ask for a lot better, but this deck is really fun to play. I hope you guys give it a try. Take some of the advice that I was able to give you in this video to heart, and I'll also link the guide to the full video, or link the link to the full guide for you guys in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of Let's Play with Ash format. Sorry for all the mistakes that I made, guys, but I hope you enjoyed it just the same. It's a really fun deck. Huge shout out to my YouTube partner, Bren Chong. Check out his information in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.